Hey there, Simon here from AQ Outdoors, also the home of Roof Racks Calgary and Roof Racks Edmonton. Just checking in with a little product overview of the Thule Camber 4 bike rack. So the Thule Camber 4 and the Thule Camber 2 bike racks are sort of middle of the range price-wise, but fairly highly featured hitch mount bike carriers. They're a hanging style bike carrier as opposed to a tray mount like the Thule T2 Pro or similar offerings. So basically just quickly go through some of the features of the Camber. So as I mentioned, the Camber is a hanging style bike rack. So up to 4 on this one. On the Camber 2, it's only up to 2 bikes. And so basically you can hang 4 bikes on here. So what Thule have done with this is they've put about 7 inches or so of space between each of the bikes, which creates a slightly longer profile than other bike racks in this category, but it gives more separation of the bike, so there's less chance of frame-to-frame contact. They also have an anti-sway mechanism here, so basically this attaches to the down tube and it stops the bike moving laterally like that. So again, that prevents bike-to-bike contact. Another couple of features that we have on here is obviously this can be stowed away when you're not using it. Another really nice feature that's not common in the middle of the range carriers is if this is on the back of an SUV or any other vehicle for that matter where you need access to the trunk, this just with a very simple lever lays down and you're able to get easy access to the trunk. That also works when the bikes are on, not just when they're off, which is really neat. So the Camber 4 or 2 fits out of the box in a 1¼ inch or a 2-inch hitch receiver. So it's kind of nice that you have that flexibility right out of the box. And it's very quick and easy to put together, and it's very quick and easy to put on and take off of your vehicle. It's just a simple hex basically down in here, and that fastens it into the vehicle. So that's kind of a list of the overall sort of base features of the Camber series. Like I mentioned, there's a Camber 4, which is this one, which carries 4 bikes. And then there's the Camber 2, which only carries 2. And so I guess, you know, any rack has a list of pros and cons. I think the pros with the Camber is it's a really simple and easy to use rack. The price is really good for the features that it does have. And Thule have a lifetime warranty on all of their products, so you know you're buying something that's backed by the manufacturer. Some of the downsides are if you have full suspension bikes, sometimes they don't fit super well in these cradles. If you do have higher end bikes, there is still potential for bikes to bounce together, and there's a lot of frame contact on them, so there is potential for wear areas there. Another potential downside, depending on the bikes you're carrying, is that the fit into the hitch receiver is not quite as secure and snug as the higher end ones. Those higher end ones have the expanding system in the middle, which really snugs it up. Because this slides in a sleeve, there needs to be a little room to play with. You know, the other downside is that it doesn't necessarily come with the security that a higher end rack might come with. So it's not locked to the hitch receiver, it's actually just threaded in with a hex. You don't have the built-in lock mechanism. To be perfectly honest though, I've had a bike stolen utilizing that lock mechanism. It's really just to keep the honest people away. If you're going to lock any bikes up, I would really strongly recommend getting a heavy duty chain or a heavy duty cable to lock it up, not just relying on even the higher end models, and not just relying on that built-in security. So thanks so much for checking in. We'll have a link to the Camber 2 and the Camber 4 in the comments below. If you have any questions, please feel free to put them in the comments below. We love to answer questions. So thanks for checking out the video. Hope it was valuable. And if you did find value in it, click subscribe. We'd love to have you involved in the channel. Thanks so much for checking in.